And hi, everyone. Welcome to our market update. Vinnie, my co-host over here.
David Wright, and it is hot, hot, hot.
It is hot. Hey, so something that I was running some rough numbers. And I know we've talked about it, how low interest rates are. We're going to get into the market, San Diego market, real fast. Something that was pretty interesting is if you bought a $500,000 property, okay, $500,000 property, what, about a year or so ago, a year and a half ago?
Just a year ago.
When rates were in the high fours, okay, let's say 4.8, okay, 4.8. Right.
That's crazy, isn't it? I mean, you think about that. A little over a year ago, Vinny, we were averaging 4.5 to 4.875 on a lot of purchases, and it was so unusual. And then things dropped more than a hammer than what happened in the Chargers Stadium and the Chargers leaving San Diego.
Well, let me just get to it fast. Okay, so we're talking about at 500,000 at 4.8%. All right, with putting $120,000 down. Right now, today, if you bought a house at 600,000 with $120,000 down at a 2.8 interest rate, you're talking about almost precisely the exact same monthly payment.
Except long term, you will pay less for that house because the rate is such significantly lower. That's what a lot of people are failing to see. Like, people are just looking at it going, oh my golly, Wally, the prices are higher than what they used to be. Yes, that's true. And if you listen to our updates last week, it's projected to go up another 3 to 5%. Now, is that guaranteed, Vinny?
No.
No, it's not. So we know it's not guaranteed. But what we do know is if you have 2.875% interest rate, as an example, you are paying less for that house long term because of the rate. Even if you bought that house at $500,000, the higher rate, you still pay more for it. So there still is a lot of really good things happening out there right now, simply because of interest rates and because people are still good out there. Human race still hasn't completely gone downhill yet.
Not yet.
I'm just throwing that out there because every now and then you have to look at the beauty of positivity and humans treating humans well.
Exactly. Well, let's jump into the numbers. Let's jump into the quick numbers fast. So, again, we've been pretty consistent about it. We did have that dip early September where we were sitting about new properties in the market under 1,000 in the 900, 800 kind of ballpark. We're above that 1,000 again. Again, it takes a couple of weeks or so for all the new properties to hit the market because people backdate them. So we'll probably still hit the 1,000 again. Sold properties hitting that 800, 900. The market's still going, and rates are low. Inventory is low. The same thing can be said in the under 700,000. Again, you kind of see the same stuff going on. We didn't have as much of a dip in that September timeframe that we did see in the whole full market. But again, we're looking at pretty consistent. So when people are saying, hey, the market's going to change, things are going to change, we're going to need a lot of inventory before we start seeing those changes take effect in San Diego. We're going to see rates go up, something really drastically happen before we see change, because what we're seeing is based off of those numbers consistently. Not as many properties coming in the market and similar amount of people buying properties. Okay, so that's not changing. We'll see what happens maybe after Halloween. Usually we start seeing a slowdown in the market, and we'll see if that slowdown in the market affects basically properties going to the market too.
And you know what else we're going to see this week, Vinny? But to get a little technical for you out there, this week you have a lot of interesting events going on pretty much the entire week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week are huge. So what do I mean by huge? I don't mean Goodyear blimp huge. I mean economically huge. So we have consumer price index. That's the price that we pay for consumer goods. Tuesday. Wednesday, producer price index. That's what it costs big people to make your products. Let's say, for example, like GM or Boeing or Whirlpool or Frigidaire, people making durable goods. Also, Thursday, jobless claims. Why is that important to you? Because as less and less people start filing for unemployment claims and unemployment gets lower, interest rates will go higher. And then finally, Friday is retail sales. So retail sales, what's that? That's Amazon. That's basically Walmart. That's Nordstrom. That's everyone selling retail goods. So if all these numbers come out good, unfortunately, rates will go bad. So just something to think about for those of you out there working with a lender. You may want to really talk to them this week. There's a lot of big economic conditions this week that will affect interest rates, which it's going to be a spooky week, my friend. Spooky. That's a Halloween analogy.
You want the tip of the week, or you want me to give a tip of the week?
You know what? Why don't you do tip of the week? Do the tip of the. This is tip of the day because we do 2 a week now.
I guess. Okay. One of the tips of the week. So let's see. All right. Tip of the week: stay in contact with your lender, because the one thing that I think people sometimes aren't aware of is rates are not locked, okay, until you get into escrow. All right. So if you're shopping rates and you're talking to multiple lenders, talk to the lenders around the similar time frame. Okay, so you at least have a ballpark of where they sit, because you can talk to one lender today and one lender 2 weeks from now, and the one 2 weeks from now can have a better rate for you, yet offer worse pricing. All right, so talk to lenders around the similar time frame, and then be aware that rate is not going to be your rate until you actually lock it into escrow. So you can have a rate lock for a short window, a longer window. It costs more the longer you have a rate lock, but be aware of that. That's why it pays to have a great lender, so they can keep up to date on the market and tell you, hey, you know what? We're 10 days into this escrow. We should lock in the rate today. Or we're basically 2 days into this escrow. We just got to the escrow, and I think rates are going to go up, so let's lock the rate in today. So be aware of that. You lock the rate in escrow and talk to your lender. When's the best time to lock it in?
You know, Vinny, you think I can do a quick value add really quick, just because I think it'll help a lot of people. For those of you out there who are thinking about refinancing and you got offers in the mail from your current servicer to go into forbearance, do not take them. If you put your loan into forbearance and you try and refinance, this is what will happen. Do not do that. I run across it every day where the servicer comes back in the middle of a refinance and says, hey, do you want to put your loan into forbearance? Because that way they keep you in the contract. Do not put your loan into forbearance if you're going to refinance. It will screw you over. Every lender that knows what they're doing should be telling you that. I mention it just because I've had a bunch of people come to me now and they said, oh, I went into forbearance. The lender said it's fine. It's not. So please be careful.
Please be careful. And again, we try to keep this under 10 minutes to make this short and sweet. This is your market update. Follow us this week and this Saturday. If you're watching this live, we're going to do our investor seminar. So feel free to follow that. If you own a house, a primary residence already, but you're looking basically for that second property, maybe something for the future, watch this Saturday, and we would love to be that real estate resource for you.
You know, the thing about this Saturday is there's a couple things that we're certain of. Certain that there's uncertainty. And right now, if you're betting on all your wealth through the stock market and you have no other options but your 401k and your mutual funds, you put all your eggs in one basket. So think about diversification. This Saturday is a lot of data. Vinnie is going to use some big complicated words that I have trouble understanding, but he'll explain it really good for you. And it's going to be a lot of good data, and it's less than 40 minutes. So,
well, thank you again. Please subscribe, please share, and tell your friends. Thanks, everyone.